everybody. My name is Tukubo Mayfield, and this is Afrocentric Television, as you know. Today, it's a special program. It is Know Your Candidate, and we have a wonderful candidate in the house. His name is Mr. Shah Haleem. Let's give him a round of applause.
Thank you for having me.
Can I call you Shah?
That's the way I go.
Wonderful. Shah, thank you for coming to Afrocentric Television.
Thank you for having me.
Briefly, tell us, introduce us to the little Shah. That is the Shah before you became a realtor, or before you went into investment, or before you started, helping in the communities that you've helped. Tell us about the 14-year-old Shah.
Oh my God, yeah. So, my family, they're from Bangladesh.
Mm-hmm.
My father was a businessman, a political figure, and a labor leader. He fought for people in Bangladesh.
Mm-hmm.
He wrote laws.
Wow.
And fought for
That's
paid.
Where you got it from.
Yes, that's my family. Yeah. So he was a very renowned labor leader. He gave his back shirts away to the poor people. He brought, street beggars and homeless brought to my house, our home, and made me give them a water bath and give them my clothes, and we ate together at the table.
At 14, you were doing
yes,
that?
Even younger than that. Yes. So my father always bringing sick people to our home from the streets, and I would be taking them to the doctors, like for free. So
did you ever find it strange to do, or how did you respond to that? Like the first times that
caring, my grandma was doing the same thing.
Oh.
My grandma will be feeding the whole village, cooking and then sharing the crops. They were from a village area, so they have grew rice. So my family back in Bangladesh, they used to have lions. So they fertilizes the crops. So
Did you say lions?
No.
Land.
Land, yeah.
Oh, I was afraid. I was like,
Yeah.
lions? Oh,
No,
my goodness.
The land.
Okay.
So, so the giving back is not from one generation. It was taught from as far as I can remember, from my grandmother. She was educated. She used to teach village women how to read English and Bengali.
Yeah.
And so my grandfather was a teacher. So anyhow, so 14-year-old, my father suddenly died in a car accident.
Oh my goodness. So sorry.
Hey, it's okay, but thank you. Yeah, he was a good man, a very honest man, hardworking man. So when I came here, very early age, I had to work during the day. I started working when I was like 15 years old. Cleaning parking lots, painting houses.
Here in the U.S.
Yeah, neighbors need something, picking up the groceries. Painting. I like painting, so so I will be painting exterior of the houses in the neighborhood that we're staying in, and I get like $20, and I paint the whole section of the house. Stuff. It's no big deal, but $20 is $20. It was fun. And cleaning parking lot, working in the restaurant, grocery stores, stuff like that. So valet parking, as soon as I got my license to valet park. So, but thing was, education was important to me. So no matter what I did, I had to make sure that I had to get that college degree.
You got the degree.
Yeah, and technical skills. Okay. So I used to learn computers. I used to make sure that I worked all day to pay my bills and pay my schools, and able to have the money for food, right? And take the bus to school. I didn't have a car because it's expensive, so I rode buses.
So it was challenging for you when you moved to the U.S.
Yeah, I mean, it's no big deal, because I came to work hard, forget education.
Yeah.
So challenging, we all need to struggle to learn to be someone in life. So those are the things that I'll never take back. I know, so now someone riding a bus, I realize not necessarily they're poor. Maybe they need, they like to ride bus. Maybe they don't want to be more convenient to people. They don't save money. So you don't judge people, right?
Yeah.
So we came with nothing in this country. So we had zero, negative money, right? So everything we had to earn and learn an American way to be able to make yourself better. So when I have the opportunity to be someone, and get education, get a job with the company, able to start my company, just like any other immigrants.
Yes.
Then I say, you know what, it's time for me to give back. As soon as I'm able to do that, I'll start to volunteer, donate money, do whatever I have to do, because I think it's your responsibility to do things for our community, man. Anybody need help, like new immigrants, local homeless people, young generations struggling. Just there's so much we can do for our Fort Bend or Harris County, the people in general. It doesn't matter what color, race, or religion. As long as they're human being, I think all of us should do more. I wish I could do more. I want to do more. I don't think it's enough.
You're doing quite a lot in the community. I've seen that myself. But at what point, after the challenges that you had, losing your dad at a young age, moving to America, doing different types of work and going to school, at what point did you feel that you could relax and breathe and say, I finally made it?
I don't think I ever thought that I made it. I feel blessed. For my thing is, God has blessed me because everybody works hard. Some people make it, some people don't. I have my own challenges too, but I don't show that, and I just work hard to overcome them because I feel like I'm still blessed.
Yes.
I have so many challenges I'm going through right now, business and work, employees, because of Trump policies affecting us. But I have no one to cry on. I'm a problem solver. I am head of the household. My wife, my children, my society, my mom, everybody depends on me. So I have to find a solution to work hard, find a way, and move forward. Because we cannot sit down and worry about cry things. I'm not a person that blame anybody. We just have to work hard. Same way we work hard for our community. Same way I work hard for my family. So I try to be good as possible. Try to be better than yesterday.
Wonderful. And so, if you were the voice for business owners like yourself, what is that challenge that you say that they're currently facing? So the question is in two parts. And what is that business that you're currently doing?
I am in real estate, right? So I was working for corporate America. Very good job, and a technologist, lead technology for Karna Healthcare, and 1300 Unclub Parkway. That was there. Very good employee. Went too early in the morning, left in the evening. But I had to quit my job because I was passed over opportunities for promotions, not once, not twice, but 3 times. I'm sure many of you have faced the same issues where someone else get the job, but you work the hardest. Someone else get the job, when you even train them entry level, and they come in. They don't have a college degree, but they still become your boss, bosses. So at that third time, I said, you know what, I want to take control of my life. And I started my own business. I had no money. I was still young, so I got my real estate license. And I started to work hard. So 7 years in a row, I just got married at the time too. 7 years in a row, my wife and I would never take a day off. We're talking from 2000 to 2008. Believe it or not, we didn't take a vacation. We never had a day off. We just worked to have saved money enough to be able to buy our new home and buy a new car and able to pay off the college money and all that. 7 years, right? And that 7 years, I feel like when passed, like look like a day. We look back, I'm like, you know what, 7 years, we did not take a vacation. We did not take a day off. How did 7 years passed?
That's
right?
how time passed. Time flies.
Christmas Day I worked. New Year's Day I worked. Because I know somebody always needed my service.
Yes.
Because there are people, days off are on the first day of the year. They need to buy a home.
Yeah.
Look at a home, right?
Yes.
There's people that days off during Christmas. I was available for them. And I worked when everybody else was off. Thanksgiving days. There are people needed my services because that's the time they're off that week. But most of the people are off. I was available. So I was committed to provide the best service humanly possible to any client that needed to buy and sell properties from 2000 to 2008 and 10. I sold hundreds of houses because of that. because I never had a day off. I was always available.
Okay.
That's when I realized that hardworking was the way. Like, there's no end of hardworking.
So
You can work hard, you can work efficient, and you can know how to execute.
And those are the principles that have guided you since you were young.
Yeah, I never know when you begin how your results will be.
Yes.
But as you working, and your goal will become a reality, and you keep working at it, and you realize, whoa, that is my talent.
Yes.
And you just keep working harder and harder. And then once that comes with the financial freedom, then I realized, you know what, by 2008, that, you know what, I want to do something. Now I believe that I can spare some time for my community, because now I'm able to feed my family, able to pay my mortgage, have a decent car. That's when I began, in 2008, fully engaged. Slowly engaged into our community, which is Bangladeshi American community. And I became a vice chair by 2010. And then by 2012, 13, I was the chair of the community, because I was trying to make a difference to build our community center. And together we raised $1.3 million in less than 3 years.
Wow.
Yeah, so then I realized, you know what? Our community is bigger than a Bangladeshi American community. Our community is all of the communities.
Yes.
Because through that, I got to see flood. I got to help to get involved with other communities, because I had the leadership role in the organization. So because of the leadership role, I was able to serve on a mayor's board, commissioner's board, because I was a representative of the community. I used to meet the mayors, I used to meet the congressmen, I used to meet everybody. So that opens my eyes. You know what? I think we should do more from our community, can do more for other communities. So we used to work for help the refugees. We used to go to flood victims. We helped during Harvey. We raised thousands of dollars to help the communities. We did food drive during all year long for the other communities, not our communities, because our community is doing pretty well.
So in all this exposure and experience, is it what led you to
Yes.
for office?
So once you become a volunteer, take the leadership role. Leadership role opens up the new world for you. And I learned that there is a world out there outside the community that I could do more for the other communities. As you working, it's like a growth, personal growth of helping others. And then from there, I became the president of entire Bangladesh American in North America.
Wow.
All the organizations in North America have a organization called Federation.
Okay.
I became the president of the Federation. During COVID, I was the president, and then that time, while I was doing Democratic Party, I still was doing that. We ran an entire COVID operation for the food drive in entire North America. I was leading that effort. From sitting in Houston, I was driving food drive in New York, because people in New York could not get out.
Yes.
So I mobilized food drive from here. We raised money from other states,
and help the people.
Send the money in New York grocery store, and my people, the New York will be dropping the food to outside the door of the people who are visiting them, because they will have like a contact us if you need groceries or supply. So I was able to do that. I was able to do that in Kansas. We did that for Dallas. We did that for Atlanta. We also did that for Houston.
Wonderful.
So it's possible that if you want to solve problems, you can solve here. So that was my exposure to federal, during the crisis we got together. So what became Fort Bend County, right? Fort Bend County is my home for more than 30 years.
Okay.
So I also do a lot of charity work in Harris County, because most of my properties are located in Harris County. So for my work, I provide homes for homeless populations that have Section 8 vouchers.
Okay. And now what led to your decision to run for county clerk?
I am so glad you asked me that question. It's about service. I am a Democrat. I'm a strong Democrat who do not like the policies of the current government in Washington, D.C. America should be land of opportunity. It should be diverse, inclusive. Service is best. I build my life based on providing service to everyone. Because real estate industry, home industry, rental industry is all about service and respect. I have tenants, mostly minorities. It's all about respect, how when they come to you, their disadvantages, they're poor, but you give them dignity by providing them a home anymore, right away. So a homeless person become a home. She's no longer homeless because she has a roof over her head. So what makes me lead to county clerk's office? This office is held by a Republican for generations. You know, it holds your property records, which I've done because of real estate industry. It holds your DBAs. It manages your birth certificate, death certificates, your marriage licenses. Yeah. Your probate. So it's everything I have done. All my life as in the real estate industry is managed in that office. There are 106 employees and 6 offices. I have run business. This is a business operation. I have run business operation across the country in real estate and managing people, workers, employees, tenants. So this is actually very small scale for me because I do federation management sitting here, whole country, management of 50 some organizations with thousands of members. There's only 106 employees, 6 offices. It's really no big deal. Management is what I do by empowering people, trusting people and training them properly. So this office needs improvement. Number 1, a lot of elder generations come to that office, need to be better served. Like an immigrant, for example, or even elder individual lives in Fort Bend County. They don't know how to use computers. I want to be able to make sure that person get their service when they come, whether the level of expertise in computer doesn't matter. I will make sure dedicated individual customer service for serving our citizens who are lacking computer skills.
So right now that is missing in that office?
I don't think they have that.
Okay.
They just tell you go to a computer and get your records.
Okay.
I'm going to change that. I'm all about customer service. Doesn't matter who come in. It's going to be colorless office where everyone going to be respected, regardless of your color, race, religion. Number 2, I am the one in my race has a computer information system degree from U of H. I have worked with the IT industry. So your records need to be secure. Your voter records need to be secure because our government wants to release your records to them so they can do whatever they want to do. As a Democrat, if I am your clerk, I will make sure do everything possible not to release your private records to anyone. And so I am the one with the background of computer skills. And with the AI and quantum computing, I have some vision how I like to see the entire computer system should be changed. Not just my office, entire county. Matter of fact, I have a proposal where I feel that entire state should be updated. So every county will have the same technology. So all of us can communicate on the same platform of technology. For example, lawyers, judges, our court system should be one single seamless platform for entire state. So you can, lawyers doing business in all counties.
Yes.
And they have to use the different systems to get their records. They're very inefficient. Why can't we implement one technology system, or just like a banking systems? You log in over here on your iPhone, you're in Switzerland, you log into your bank, right? Get your information?
Yes.
Just use the concept of banking for banking of records. Same data, they're on a mainframe. They don't have a local computers. So why can't you use that for our counties' record systems? If the entire state can be on the same platform, it will be efficient for every lawyers, every judges, every citizens that are doing property business across real estate industries, legal industry, everyone will be beneficial to that. So I would like to propose that to the Commissioner Court, show them the cost and buy in, and then use the same proposal, send it to the state, Secretary of State and the Governor's Office to look up, hey, this is my vision. This is what I like to see. Allocate a special fund to update entire state, all counties technology. You guys bid the job. We just want the better technology for everybody. So every citizen will be benefited from that system. I'm not thinking just one little office. I'm thinking globalization. enterprise solution for every single citizens of state that deserve a better system, better secure system for their data, better real estate transaction, better record system, better modernization for everyone. Because with the AI coming in, better computer system, everything going to be changed. Might as well have a comprehensive plan so every one of us of this state can be secured the same way.
That's wonderful. Okay.
And third is accessibility, right? I want to make sure the office is accessibility and accessible for all citizens. And number 4, current employees that work over there. Some of them are low pay, get $15, $20 an hour. I don't think it's enough. Single mom working in that office, making $15 an hour, having 2 kids, child care. How they survive? I need to go in there and evaluate what is each employee is suffering from, and we give them a better raise. The lawyer's employee should get better pay. I have to figure out how to generate revenue, put that money back into the employee's pocket, so they can be morally strong, happy, working in that office. Because my job is to, when you have a happy employees, you have a happy customer service, and they will not leave the office, so you have a low turnover because they're respected. So I'm going to respect the people that work there.
So briefly, how would you generate the revenue?
I'm glad you asked me that. A couple of ways to do that, because I'm a businessman. We know how to generate revenue. So I have to really go in to understand the current revenue structure for that. So there are some fees, without fee charging the citizens, recording fees, the title fees the title company is making. Some of the fees can be maybe adjusted just a little bit for some of the businesses out there. Not a whole lot, very reasonable, to make sure that that money coming back to the county clerk's office. And request the commissioner's court higher budget for more pay for county clerk's office employee. The more clerks needs to be hired, because as you know, the current clerks are overloaded with work. The employees, we don't have enough employee to the current job load to be done. Citizens are every day suffering from lack of customer service. More and more people are moving into Fort Bend County. We need more people to be servicing the citizens. We cannot cut employee. We have to increase the employees.
And that means that you're providing more jobs for the people.
Create more jobs for the people. Yeah, more jobs. Create more jobs. Make sure they're happy. Make sure they're able to sustain a better standard of living. Make sure they're respected. I'm not the person that fires people. I'm an individual that invests in people. Make them better. Identify what's lacking. Because firing requires what? That person have a family, have a children, a husband, car payment, house payment, light bill, food. Why would you go fire some people unless they're doing something really bad? So I go in there, train them. I believe every person has the potential to be the very best. And how can they be the very best at the job they're at between 8 to 5? Right? So you have to tap in to their inspiration. What inspired them? What's lacking that they're not motivated? Right? Is this a job or is it an ownership?
I wish we had enough time for all the things that we need to discuss. But in 30 seconds, tell people at home why they need to vote for you.
Thank you for the opportunity. I am the best candidate that can defeat a Republican. And this is why. You should give me a chance.
You have to talk to me. That's the camera.
First of all, why you should vote for me. Number 1, I have invested my last 20 years of my life in Fort Bend County, serving the people of Fort Bend County. Number 2, I have served the last 10 years serving the Democratic Party. I didn't show up the day of the filing to file. I have been with the party. I am here with the party. I will be here regardless of the outcome. And the most important thing, I have received 25 endorsements of current elected officials from Fort Bend County and community leaders. So they trust me that I'm going to work hard for the office that I'm going to get into, and I'm going to work hard to win the general election. That's why the party, and I have a huge supporter from all the precinct chairs and leaders and the elected officials supporting me, you can visit me, www.shah4clerk.com. And I promise you, and if I get an opportunity to earn your support, I'm number 2 on the ballot for a county clerk race. My name is Shah Haleem, and I'm going to work hard to make sure I win that race against a Republican, because the Democratic policies need to be imposed, and anything that Trump policies, all the Trump loyalists that are going to run and stay in control, need to make sure that democratic values are imposed in every aspect of life. I want to make sure everyone is respected. I want to make sure that we serve the people of Fort Bend County, regardless of their color, race, or religion. And I thank you for your support. Please vote for me, shah4clerk.com. Visit me. I'm Shah Haleem. I'm asking for your vote and support and asking for your blessings.
Thank you very much. It's wonderful to have you on the station.
Thank you.
Guys, you heard from Shah Haleem. On that note, I'm going to implore all of you to use your voice where it matters. Do not just sit back and wish and hope that things were different without you playing your own role. So early voting starts on February 17, and make sure that you go out and tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Go out and vote. This is Meet Your Candidate. My name is Tokumbo Olympio, and you're on Afrocentric Television. Thank you for joining us today. Do not go anywhere. We have a lot of great programming still coming your way on this station. Until we meet again, have a great day.
Thanks so much.